sounded so great up on the Chevrolet stage a little while ago.
Thank you very much. Well, it's such a pleasure to be here and great to be sitting here talking to you as well.
This is your first time in Gulf Shores, I'm assuming?
It is.
Okay,
yes.
Outstanding. Would you have a good time up there on stage? I noticed everybody. First off, you had a small crowd standing in front of you watching you, and then all of a sudden you started jamming, and all of a sudden everybody started coming over, built up quite a nice crowd.
Yeah, that's the fun thing about, festivals, and we haven't played around here a whole lot, so I'm sure a lot of people didn't know who we were, and that's a great thing about doing a festival is you can sort of catch people who maybe wouldn't have intentionally come to see you, and you get to draw them in and win them over, hopefully.
New song we're playing from Lissie is called Shameless, by the way. We had to clean it up just a little bit, little Miss Potty Mouth. But it's a fantastic song.
I'm not
Tell me a little bit
generally
about
profane, but that song does have
it has,
word
that's just it. There is a place for it. There are times when it's needed. Unfortunately, the FCC doesn't care, and they're just going to fine us $5,000 every time. So chop it out.
Well, I will keep my language.
No, it's all good. It's all good. You bring it. That's all right. That's what the editing room is for. So tell us a little bit about the song "Shameless." Where did it come from? And
"Shameless" is the first single off my new record that comes in September.
When that was.
The gist of it is saying I don't want to be famous if I have to be shameless. It's kind of like a proclamation or a statement that, for me personally, I want to keep it, I guess, about the music and keep my integrity. And I guess the reason I felt like I needed to write a song like that is because I just was feeling frustrated, not hating on anyone in particular, but there seems to be a lot of
it's not just in music, it's everywhere.
Or just, it's like people who are kind of like social climbers or use people or are fake or or who are just, bad behavior being rewarded. It was just more of a reminder to myself, like, not to ever
sink to that level.
Take that way out. Never sink to that level. Yeah,
sink to that level.
I'm tongue-tied. You're helping me out. Thank you.
Hey, it's what I do. I'm a radio guy. Even though I've been at it since 4 a.m. That's why I was wearing my sunglasses. I wasn't trying to be cool. I was just trying to keep from bleeding to death.
You don't look that tired. You look good.
That's not a saddle on my nose. Those aren't saddlebags under my eyes. Let me tell you that. Well, that's the thing. That's the beauty about being in this part of the country and doing something like this, a festival like this. It's like when you go to Vegas. There's no clocks anywhere. Nobody can tell what time it is, and all the oxygen they pump into you when you're in the casinos, and it keeps you alert, and all of a sudden you look up and you look at your watch and go, oh, man, it's 4 a.m. How did that happen?
Yeah.
Same deal with HangOut. Next thing you know, it's Sunday. Oh.
Well, it's great because no one really has any responsibilities, so they don't have to be paying attention to what's next. They just get to be in the moment, which is awesome.
Responsibility's bad. So tell us a little bit about Lissie growing up. As I understand it, you were at first. You started off being a good girl. You were in Annie. You were the lead in Annie. Is that right?
I was. Well, I mean, Annie was a bit of a firecracker, So
absolute.
I grew up in Rock Island, Illinois. Sang since I was young. Was Annie when I was little, yeah. And just
Bears or Cubs or Bears or White Sox.
Cubs,
White Sox. You don't care. Okay.
I kind of don't, but my friends would say Cubs and Bears, so I support them by supporting Cubs and Bears.
That's cool. My roommate's a huge Sox fan.
Yeah.
Sounds just like he's from Chicago too.
Really?
Got that little choppy talk. Yeah.
It's funny because the Chicago accent is so specific, and I'm from 3 hours west of Chicago, and it's a much different accent.
Okay. Yeah, actually, I'm from Fort Wayne, so I think Indiana. So I think that's my geography is a little weak, but I think that's pretty close.
Yeah, I guess
we'll call it the Midwest.
Yeah, the Midwest.
Yeah, absolutely. We don't talk funny up there, at all.
I don't know how we talk. I'm not aware of it. Other people notice. I think you say bag. Yeah, you do that.
Do you remember the night that you got up on stage and performed Annie for the first? I mean, you were 9 years old at the time.
Well, yeah, I remember. Right. It was a dinner theater, so it was like professional theater.
Really, it wasn't even like in grade school. This is at a dinner theater.
Yeah,
you did
in my local community, I did 82 shows of it.
Good God, that
I
must
was
have been
9,
scary.
and they dyed my hair red. It was very serious. I made like $15 a show.
Yay! Well, over 85 shows. That can add up when you're 9 years old.
Yeah. So, and that was a really, I just always loved to sing and loved to perform, and started writing songs as a teenager. And the last 5 years or so, I've been playing with my band, and started playing guitar when I was 15. So it just it's been a gradual process to get to sitting here with you right now.
Started off as Annie at the age of 9, then moving on to high school, and you were a bad girl in high school. What?
Well,
you want to talk about that?
We don't really need to talk about it. I guess it's like you see it in Shameless is that I'm not particularly like an aggressive person, but I'm very unfiltered, and so call it speaking my truth. And
you and my daughter both. Yep, my daughter did the same thing.
I don't go out of my way to be hostile and friendly. It's just I have opinions and I'm not afraid to express them. And if I feel like someone's trying to like put me in a corner, I'll react. And
good. You should.
I mean, I punched a boy in the face when I was in high school, and I also spit on someone. So it's bad things that I've done. I apologize if you're listening. I swear I'm not disrespectful. No. It just I get if you push me too far, I snap.
We all have that point. We all have that point.
But I'm getting better, and now I'm old.
But it didn't keep you out of a great college, Colorado State, up in Fort Collins.
Yeah,
I love Colorado.
I did too.
Great place.
I had a good time there. Yeah. A really good place to play music because it's I didn't join a sorority or anything in college like friends of mine who went to other state schools. So I was lucky, and there was a really good music scene, and I was kept busy, playing open mics and opening up for people, and just had a lot of opportunity with music at Colorado State.
That's fantastic.
It was fun.
Got to do some work with Snow Patrol too on the Fallen Empire CD.
I did.
What was that like?
Well, it was great. Gary Lightbody from Snow Patrol had heard one of my songs and had figured out how to contact me, got in touch with me, and asked me if I'd sing on their record Fallen Empires, and we hadn't met before. And of course I was honored, and I said sure. So I went in and I sang backgrounds, and that was that. And got to open up for them a few times, and he's absolutely lovely. I got to sing with them in London, the O2 Arena, which is like 30,000 people or something, 3 nights in a row. I was so scared. It was the most people I've ever been in front of. It was crazy.
The beautiful thing about being up on stage, I know when you get out and introduce people from the stage, you really can't see the people out there because the lights are so bright. When you're out there playing in front of them, is it the same way?
Well, yeah.
That can take away a lot of the... there's a lot of people out there.
Yeah, you do kind of look out. Maybe you can't see them, but then they do bring the lights up at some point, and they show you that there's like 30,000 people sitting there staring at you, and you're like... But the second night, I got used to it. The first night, it scared me, but...
We got Lissie with us here inside of our mobile broadcast studio here, Hangout Radio from Hangout 2013. So the set over there at the on the Chevrolet stage, very well received. Folks love it on you.
Yeah, it felt good. So I'm pleased. I'm glad it went well. It was
How's
fun
the humidity treating you? A little humid down here.
The humidity doesn't seem that bad.
Keeps everything loose.
But my hair is not looking cute. So I don't know if that's
I love
the
humidity
or what.
I love the hat.
It's a vintage Stetson open road.
Outstanding. So the new CD, do you have a name for it? Is it called Shameless or?
No, the new album, I think it's going to be called Back to Forever.
Okay. And the new CD is going to be hitting stores when?
September.
All right. Well, Leanne, I have some bad news. This computer just died on me, and it wants your password, so I'm going to ask you to come over here and fill this password in for me. I was going to... There she is, saving the day, Leanne, saving the day. We're going to... get to Lissie's new song, which is called Shameless, here in just a sec. It's Hangout Radio, live backstage at Hangout 2013 with the sound of Mobile 92 ZEW.